No more surprise billing. No more. Millions of hardworking Americans will no longer have to worry about unexpected medical bills, and Abigail has been making sure that we bring the same transparency to drug prices. A couple years ago, Abigail worked to pass a bipartisan legislation to make drug prices more transparent so you knew what you were paying for. And my administration is working with Abigail to make sure we enforce that. She also has been relentless in making sure the laws that's been on the books that says pharmaceutical companies need to provide rural clinics and community health centers with discounts on prescription drugs, it's actually enforced. We're working together on that as well. I've long said health care should be a right, not a privilege in this country. This isn't a partner. Diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer, they're not partisan issues. They're not Democrat or Republican. This is about whether or not you and your loved ones can afford the health care you need and the medicines you need to stay healthy. Because we need to ease the burden on working families by making everything more affordable and accessible. Look, again, a slight digression. Inflation is up. It's up. And coming from a family when the price of gas went up, you felt it in the household, you knew what it was like, it matters. But the fact is that if we are able to do the things I'm talking about here, it'll bring down the cost for average families. Bring down the cost for average families. I don't know why they keep moving all that, but the fact is they keep down the cost for average families. And look, the fact is that we're in a situation now where you should have peace of mind. I know food prices are up, and we're working to bring them down. As I said, I grew up in a family where the price at the pump went up, you felt it, and I understand. But these things are necessities. We're working to bring down prices where they're not totally what families, in fact, have to pay now. You still have to pay for child care. Child care is a cost for millions of families. You still have to pay your prescription drug prices. You still have to pay for health care. You want to lower the cost of living for people, help them in those areas. So there's more than one way for a family when it comes to raising their standard of living. I'm going to work like the devil to bring gas prices down, which I'm going to working to make sure that we keep strengthening the supply chains to bring the cost of energy and everything else and the goods that come to America down by helping the ports 24/7, by changing a whole range of things that, what's happened with COVID has caused significant increase in prices in the supply chain. Because when a factory shuts down in another part of the world and you need that particular product in order to finish and build whatever you're working on, the price goes up exponentially, like for cars. But in the meantime, there's a lot we can do to give families extra breathing room. We can do this when we cut the cost of child care, making sure that you don't pay more than 7% of the family's income for child care. It saves thousands of dollars for families.